one of the best ways for your members to show up to your calls is to be top of mind, right? So that they know when the calls are happening and they can, make plans, in advance to make sure that they can show up. So the way I like to do this, on top of putting the Zoom calls inside the membership, so let me show you here. In the lab, we have the buttons here that directly start the Zoom for our weekly calls. But what I'm going to do as well here is I'm going to embed a calendar so that they can quickly add these calls into their own Google Calendar so that they can be reminded and they will never forget. And if they can decide to join or not. Mine happen to be Q&A calls, so people can show up if they have questions, but they just know I'm available twice a week, basically. So the way you would do this is you would go to your Google Calendar and you would create a new calendar. So you would click on the plus sign, go to create new calendar, and I'm going to call it weekly calls, right? For example, you can give it a description. You select your time zone. I'm going to keep Paris European time for me because that's where I am. And I create the calendar. So now that it's been created, I can go and configure it. So you can click here to configure it. So you need to make it public so that people can see it. But what you will want to do is you will want to embed it. So before we do that, let's go back here. So you can see now weekly calls is right here. And I can decide to add calls. So I can say test call. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to do that here, right? So I'm going to say test call. And then here you choose, the calendar that it goes to. So it's going to be this one. So by default, it's purple. You can change the color, right? Here we go. Now it's green. Okay. So you add your calls to this calendar. Change the color if you want to. This is how it's going to show up on yours, but it's also how it's going to show up on theirs. And it will be in that other calendar because they don't own the calendar, but they can see it. So now once you've created it, you want to grab the code to embed it into your site. So you're going to click on the three dots here, click on the setup and sharing, and we're going to go to embed here. And you're going to grab this code, Control C, and then we're going to edit this page, which I have opened here already. And then we're going to insert a text block, for example. I'm in Divi here, but that works with any theme. I'm going to click Save, Update, Open. And now I have the calendar. You can see that my test call is here at 7. Now the great thing is that you can see here the plus sign. That will add this calendar automatically to their calendar, okay? So you basically want to tell them by clicking on this, they can actually add the calendar to their own calendar so that they can always be reminded, okay? So I hope that you find this helpful. This is a great way for people that are part of your group programs where you have regular calls and you want to make sure that you are top of mind and that they don't forget. And that's a great way and easy way for them to always have it in their calendars. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can find out more tutorial videos from us.